Earlier this year, Pepsi introduced this new permanent flavor to their lineup, and that's what we're going to be looking at here today because, well, this sounds like it could be a banger. That's right, today we're looking at the new Pepsi Wild Cherry and Cream Soda. Now, traditionally, Pepsi has had a Wild Cherry Cola before, and I feel like this is just, I don't know, an evolution on that. But, as much as they say it's a permanent flavor in the lineup, we all know that really depends on sales. They could discontinue this at snap of a finger if they really wanted to, and I wanted to review this while we still have the chance, and for all we know, we might always have the chance, so, being a little proactive here. So, I don't know if Pepsi's ever had really a cream soda before, so this is going to be a little bit interesting, but Wild Cherry and Cream kind of sounds fantastic. Now, I know a lot of soda companies out there have had mixtures of sodas out there, like an oranges and cream soda, like Stewart's makes, and stuff along those lines, but rarely do I see a wild cherry and cream soda. So I feel like this is going to be a very interesting flavor, and who knows, it might just be the vibe of 2025. So, as always, let's take a look at this, because when we look at the side, we have 150 calories per can, 41 grams of sugar, which is 83% of your daily value. I got to throw that out there for people who are sensitive to sugar, but it's also only 50% of your daily value of carbohydrates, 32 milligrams of caffeine per 12-ounce serving. And of course, it's a very basic flavor lineup or ingredient lineup with carbonated water, high fructose corn syrup, which we all know I'm not a fan of, natural and artificial flavor, caramel color, phosphoric acid, caffeine, and citric acid. Not a lot in here. A lot of colas don't have much in here. Now, what I'm wondering is if this is a cherry soda on like a base or a cherry cola and then cream. So we're going to find that out momentarily. I do like the design on here, right? Like, I feel like they went all out with this, giving this like an old, I don't know if you want to say like an old soda shop vibe, but it kind of feels like that to me. Offhand, I can already smell the cola, so that solves that question that this is a cherry cola soda and cream. But let's take a couple sips. Let's see what it's all about. I like it. I like it very much. It reminds me, I don't know what it really reminds me of, but it reminds me of something I used to have during the summertime when I was a kid. And I really can't put my finger on it right now, but it has like the right amount. It reminds me of an ice cream float. That's exactly what it reminds me of, actually. It has the right amount of like differentiation between the cherry cola and then also like the cream soda to it. It's like perfectly mixed. The one thing I like about Pepsi, and I will say that, is when they do like a flavor mixture like this, they really try to do like a half and half flavor mixture. It's not just like a hint of spice. Now, a couple years ago, I say that a couple years ago would have been 2023. No, about 8 years ago, back in 2017, if you look at the videos on my channel, Pepsi had something that I believe was called Pepsi Fire. And it was like a cinnamon cola. And it was like a perfect mixture of both. And I didn't think it was going to be all that fantastic because at around the same time, Coca-Cola came out with Coca-Cola, was it Spice? No, Spice was recent. But they had their own like cinnamon variant to it. And they were two totally different flavors. Where Coke just had like that hint of cinnamon, Pepsi kind of went all out and mixed it perfectly. And that's what this also kind of reminds me of. Now, what I thought was going to be interesting was what kind of flavor of cream were they really going to throw in here? Was it going to be like a milkiness kind of flavor cream? But no, this kind of, like I said, it reminds me of an ice cream float, so it has like an ice cream kind of vanilla flavor to it, and I'm all for this. Drinking this now, actually, because I brought it up, kind of makes me wish they brought back Pepsi Fire. That was fire, right? Now, I kind of feel like this could be a vibe for the summer of 2025, as I kind of insinuated earlier. This really is just like a really refreshing cola. And granted, I shouldn't be recording this right now, if we're being honest, because it's 10:05 in the morning, Memorial Day weekend. This probably could have waited till like noon. I never really drink soda this early, but I've been up and about, so I figured I might as well handle some business while we're at it, right? Now, going into it again, like I like the cherry flavor to it. It kind of course, reminds me of like a maraschino cherry, and maybe that's why it reminds me of an ice cream float too as much because it's not like a Bing cherry, right? It's not like a tart cherry. It's a very sweet maraschino cherry mixed with like that creamy flavor. And ice cold, like I've had this, it's fantastic. I definitely recommend this, especially for the summertime. This is going to be a really refreshing soda to have at like barbecues if you're not like a beer drinker or anything like that. And even if you are, grab one of these if you see it and taste it. It is fantastic. I'm happy I bought a 12 pack. I'll be real, I'm not too happy that the cost of 12 packs of soda has gone up substantially throughout the years compared to what it used to be. But for picking up just one, this was definitely worth it. I mentioned I like the can design. I like that they went with like the old school Pepsi logo as well. I didn't even realize that until looking at it. And yeah, this is a really good soda. Wild cherry and cream. Definitely great for a kind of like newer flavor. They say it's a permanent flavor to the lineup. I could see this definitely being like a limited edition flavor, but if it is permanent, I could see myself picking this up when I'm buying soda when it's on sale as like my go-to Pepsi. I've always been like a vanilla guy. I used to love Pepsi vanilla when it was around. I don't think it's still around, and because it was just creamy, it was good. And this really reminds me of that as well. There's so many memories, oddly enough, that this can of soda is bringing back. And that's why, amongst other things, I think you should try this out because it's taken me by surprise. It's actually really fantastic, guys. If you've had wild cherry and cream Pepsi before, leave your thoughts down in the comment section below. What did you think about it? Did you like it as much as I did? Do you hate it? I want to know. Leave it down below. Until next time, I will catch you later. See ya. Bye.